Have you ever noticed that your legs just don't feel the way they used to? Maybe they feel heavier, or you get more cramps or swelling than before, especially at the end of the day. If so, you're not alone. Many people over 60 start experiencing these issues, but here's the thing. Not all of them are just a natural part of aging. Some of these leg problems could actually be linked to what you're eating. Yes, the foods we consume can have a significant impact on our legs, from circulation and inflammation and even overall leg strength. In this video, we're going to look at 5 foods that might be ruining your legs without you even realizing it. And don't worry, I'm not here to make you feel bad about the foods you love. Instead, I want to help you understand what's happening in your body and offer some practical, easy-to-implement changes. The goal isn't to completely deprive yourself of the things you enjoy, but to shift your diet in a way that helps you feel better and take better care of your legs. So, let's dive right in, starting with the first food that could be affecting your legs: processed foods. We've all heard about processed foods and how they aren't the healthiest choice, but when it comes to leg health, the impact is especially noticeable. Processed foods. Think of packaged snacks, frozen meals, deli meats, and even store-bought pastries are often packed with sodium, artificial additives, and unhealthy fats. These ingredients can lead to a host of problems, including high blood pressure, poor circulation, and even leg swelling. The excess sodium in processed foods can cause your body to retain water. And guess where that water tends to pool? In your legs. It can make them feel bloated and heavy, and over time, that extra pressure on your legs can lead to more serious issues, like varicose veins or even blood clots. High sodium intake also contributes to high blood pressure, which puts a strain on your circulatory system. When your blood isn't flowing as freely as it should, your legs can start to feel sluggish, tired, and achy. But the good news is that you don't have to cut out processed foods entirely to see an improvement. Small changes, like switching to lower sodium versions of your favorite snacks or making meals at home instead of relying on frozen options, can make a world of difference. Fresh, whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins will help keep your blood pressure in check and improve circulation, reducing the pressure on your legs. Now, let's talk about sugar. We all know that sugary treats can contribute to weight gain and that they're not the best for our overall health. But when it comes to your legs, sugar can have even more of a direct impact. Consuming too much sugar can lead to chronic inflammation in the body, and that inflammation can cause your leg muscles and veins to feel sore, stiff, or fatigued. High sugar intake can also damage the small blood vessels in your legs over time, leading to reduced circulation. For example, if you have a sweet tooth and indulge in sugary snacks or sugary drinks throughout the day, you may notice that your legs become more prone to swelling or cramping. These problems can worsen as you age, making it harder to walk or stand for long periods. What's more, sugar spikes can cause fluctuations in your energy, leaving you feeling sluggish or tired, which isn't great when you're trying to stay active and healthy. Now, I'm not suggesting you never have dessert again, but consider making healthier choices, like opting for fruits or naturally sweetened treats, or reducing the number of sugary drinks you consume each day. It's all about balance, and by cutting back on sugar, you're likely to notice your legs feeling lighter and more energized. The third food that could be causing problems for your legs is refined carbohydrates. These are the carbs found in white bread, pasta, and other highly processed grains. While they might taste good, they can be tough on your legs and your health overall. Refined carbs are digested quickly by the body, causing spikes in blood sugar levels. This leads to inflammation, which, as we discussed, isn't ideal for leg health. What's more, refined carbs can also contribute to weight gain, and carrying extra weight puts additional stress on your legs. Over time, this can contribute to issues like joint pain, knee problems, and even conditions like osteoarthritis. And if you're already experiencing swollen ankles or varicose veins, eating a diet high in refined carbs can make those symptoms worse. So what can you do instead? Look for whole grains like whole wheat bread, brown rice, quinoa, and oats. These types of carbs are digested more slowly, which helps keep blood sugar levels stable and reduces inflammation. Plus, they provide more fiber, which helps keep you feeling full and satisfied, so you're less likely to overeat. Swapping out refined carbs for whole grains is a simple and effective way to give your legs and your overall health a boost. Now that we've covered processed foods, sugar, and refined carbs, I want to touch on something a little more surprising: alcohol. While a glass of wine or a beer might feel relaxing after a long day, alcohol can be surprisingly harmful to your legs. Drinking too much alcohol can contribute to dehydration, which is something many people don't realize. When your body is dehydrated, your muscles and veins don't function as well, which can lead to cramping, swelling, and fatigue in your legs. Excessive alcohol consumption can also affect your circulation by constricting blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow freely. Over time, this can increase your risk of developing varicose veins or blood clots, both of which can cause serious leg pain and complications. Alcohol can also interfere with the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients like potassium and magnesium, which are needed for proper muscle function and to keep your legs feeling strong. If you enjoy a drink now and then, there's no need to give it up entirely. But keeping your alcohol intake to moderate levels or opting for alcohol-free days during the week can help you maintain better hydration and circulation, making a noticeable difference in the way your legs feel. So, now that we've talked about processed foods, sugar, refined carb, and alcohol, you might be wondering what the next step is. Don't worry, we're just getting started. But before we dive into the final food to avoid, I want you to think about how these small changes can add up. By simply making more mindful choices, like reducing your sugar intake or opting for whole grains, you're giving your legs the support they need to stay strong and healthy as you age. Let's keep going. There's more to come. Now that we've covered processed foods, sugar, refined carb, and alcohol, let's move on to the final food group that could be hurting your legs: trans fats. These are the fats found in many fast foods, packaged snacks, and processed baked goods. Unfortunately, trans fats have been shown to increase inflammation in the body and damage the blood vessels, both of which can be especially harmful to your leg health. Trans fats are found in foods that contain partially hydrogenated oils, which help give food a longer shelf life and a more appealing texture. Things like fried chicken, chips, microwave popcorn, and even margarine are common culprits. But while these foods might be convenient or even tasty, they can be wreaking havoc on your circulation and overall health. When it comes to your legs, the problem with trans fats is twofold. First, they increase the risk of developing plaque buildup in your arteries. This plaque can restrict blood flow, making it harder for your heart to pump blood effectively throughout your body, including to your legs. When blood flow is compromised, your legs may feel fatigued, swollen, and even more prone to conditions like varicose veins or deep vein thrombosis (DVT). But that's not all. Trans fats can also raise levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, and lower levels of good cholesterol, HDL, which further contributes to poor circulation. In the long run, this combination of factors can lead to serious vascular problems, and the last thing you want is to find yourself dealing with chronic leg pain, numbness, or swelling due to restricted blood flow. If you've been enjoying some of these foods on a regular basis, the good news is that you can easily start making healthier choices. Rather than reaching for those pre-packaged snacks or fast food meals, consider swapping them out for whole, fresh alternatives. For example, opt for nuts, seeds, and avocado for healthy fats, or try cooking meals with olive oil or coconut oil instead of margarine or vegetable oils. Fresh fruit and homemade popcorn can satisfy those snack cravings without the harmful effects of trans fats. Now, I know that some of you may be thinking, but I've been eating these foods for years and I feel fine. And that's a valid point. Our bodies can often compensate for bad eating habits, especially when we're younger. But as we age, things change, and it's important to understand how what we eat affects our bodies over time. We might not notice the damage right away, but these foods can slowly contribute to the wear and tear of our vascular system, leading to problems down the road. It's also worth noting that, as we age, our metabolism slows down, and our bodies have a harder time processing certain foods. So, what may have been an occasional indulgence when you were younger can have a more lasting effect as you get older. That's why making these small but significant changes to your diet can have such a powerful impact on your leg health. Now that you know which foods to avoid, let's talk about some alternatives. The goal here isn't to leave you feeling restricted or deprived. There are plenty of delicious leg-friendly foods that can nourish your body and help keep your legs feeling their best. For example, Instead of processed snacks, you can reach for fruits, vegetables, or whole grains like brown rice or quinoa. These foods are packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that promote good circulation and reduce inflammation. Eating a balanced diet full of healthy fats, lean proteins, and plenty of plant-based foods will also help support the strength and flexibility of your muscles, ligaments, and veins. And don't forget about hydration. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day is one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep your legs feeling light and free from swelling. You might also want to consider adding anti-inflammatory foods to your diet. Foods like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, leafy greens, berries, and nuts are all great choices. These foods are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and other nutrients that help reduce inflammation and promote healthy circulation. A diet that's rich in these foods can work wonders for your legs, improving mobility and reducing discomfort. I know it can be tough to change long-standing habits, but the beauty of making small adjustments is that you don't have to do everything all at once. Start by cutting back on 1 or 2 foods that we've talked about today. Maybe swap your morning processed snack for a piece of fruit, or try cooking with olive oil instead of margarine. Slowly, these little changes will add up, and you'll start to feel the difference in your legs and your overall health. Remember, it's never too late to make a positive impact on your body. In fact, the sooner you start paying attention to what you're eating, the better you'll feel, both now and in the years to come. It's all about taking control of your health and making choices that support your legs and your entire body. Your legs deserve the best care, and with the right foods, you can help ensure they stay strong and pain-free. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few practical tips to help you stay on track. First, make a plan for your meals. You don't have to become a gourmet chef, but planning ahead will help you avoid grabbing those processed foods when you're hungry or in a rush. Try and make your meals at home as much as possible, so you have more control over the ingredients. Next, don't forget to listen to your body. If you've been cutting back on foods like sugar, trans fats, or refined carbs, and you start feeling better, whether less leg swelling, fewer cramps, or simply more energy, that's a sign that you're on the right track. Celebrate those victories, no matter how small. And lastly, keep moving. Eating the right foods is important, but staying active is equally essential for maintaining leg health. Regular movement, whether it's a daily walk, swimming, or stretching exercises, can help improve circulation, prevent stiffness, and keep your legs strong. Combining a healthy diet with physical activity is the key to living your best life at any age. So, there you have it. Some foods to avoid and some great alternatives that will support your leg health. Now it's time to take these tips and make them your own. Your legs will thank you for it. Let's continue on this journey of protecting your legs with the right foods. Now that we've talked about avoiding processed foods, sugar, refined carbs, alcohol, and trans fats, let's dive into the final piece of the puzzle. What you can eat to keep your legs feeling strong, energized, and healthy. First and foremost, let's look at the importance of protein in your diet. As we age, our muscles tend to lose mass, and this can affect our mobility. But the good news is that protein plays a major role in maintaining muscle mass, strength, and overall function. Without enough protein, our muscles can weaken, leading to joint pain, limited range of motion, and even difficulty getting around. The key is to focus on lean sources of protein, such as chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, and plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, and tofu. These sources provide the building blocks your muscles need to repair and grow, which can help maintain muscle strength in your legs. Not only that, but protein also helps maintain bone health, which is essential for preventing fractures or injuries, especially as we get older. One great option to include in your diet is fatty fish like salmon or mackerel. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which have anti-inflammatory properties and can reduce joint pain and stiffness. Omega-3s also support circulation, which is crucial for keeping your legs feeling light and strong. Adding fish to your meals a few times a week can do wonders for your leg health, as well as for your heart. If you're not a fan of fish, no worries. You can still get your omega-3s from plant-based sources like chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts. These are all great additions to your diet and are packed with healthy fats that will keep inflammation down and support healthy circulation. Now, let's talk about vegetables, specifically leafy greens. Vegetables like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are full of nutrients that can support your leg health. These greens are rich in potassium, calcium, and magnesium, which help regulate fluid balance in your body, reducing the likelihood of swelling or fluid retention in your legs. Magnesium, in particular, is a mineral that helps with muscle relaxation and function. If you've ever had leg cramps or muscle spasms, magnesium could be part of the solution. You can find magnesium in leafy greens, as well as in nuts, seeds, and whole grains. By including more of these foods in your diet, you're giving your muscles the nutrients they need to stay relaxed and avoid cramping or stiffness. Another vegetable you'll want to incorporate into your meals is sweet potatoes. They're a great source of complex carbohydrates and are rich in vitamins A and C, which are essential for maintaining healthy skin and tissue. Sweet potatoes are also high in fiber, which helps with digestion and can reduce bloating, something that often affects our legs, especially if we've been eating too much salt or sugar. But it's not just vegetables you need to focus on. You also want to make sure you're getting plenty of whole grains. Foods like quinoa, brown rice, and oats are packed with fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar levels, lowers cholesterol, and keeps your body's circulation system working smoothly. When your circulation is functioning well, your legs are less likely to feel heavy, swollen, or fatigued. One of the benefits of whole grains is that they're digested slowly, so they provide a steady source of energy without causing spikes in blood sugar. This is especially important as we age because keeping our blood sugar level stable can help prevent inflammation in the body, which can contribute to poor circulation and discomfort in our legs. To further support your circulation, let's talk about fruit. Berries like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries are loaded with antioxidants that reduce inflammation and promote better circulation. These fruits contain compounds that help protect your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely to your legs. In fact, studies have shown that regularly consuming antioxidant-rich fruits can help improve blood flow and reduce the risk of varicose veins and other circulation issues. You can also try citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits, which are packed with vitamin C. This vitamin is essential for maintaining the health of your blood vessels and skin, and it helps your body absorb iron, which is another important nutrient for circulation. By including these fruits in your daily meals, you're giving your body a natural boost of nutrients that support your leg health. Finally, let's talk about hydration. Water is often overlooked when we're talking about food, but it's just as important for keeping your legs healthy. When we're dehydrated, our bodies struggle to flush out excess sodium, which can lead to water retention and swelling in the legs. Staying hydrated helps prevent this and ensures that your body is functioning at its best. In addition to drinking plenty of water, you can also include hydrating foods like cucumbers, watermelon, and celery in your meals. These foods are high in water content and can help keep you hydrated throughout the day. Staying hydrated will not only improve your circulation, but will also help reduce puffiness and discomfort in your legs. By now, you're probably starting to see a pattern here. Eating a diet that's rich in whole, nutrient-dense foods can work wonders for your leg health. Whether it's protein to keep your muscles strong, leafy greens to reduce swelling, or whole grains and fruit to improve circulation, these foods will support your legs in ways you may not even realize. The best part is that many of these foods are delicious and easy to incorporate into your meals. But as we wrap things up, I want to leave you with one final piece of advice. It's all about balance. You don't need to completely eliminate the foods we've talked about today. It's about making healthier choices most of the time. Instead of completely cutting out meat, processed foods, or sugar, try to replace them with healthier alternatives. The goal is to find a balance that works for you and supports your overall well-being. Remember, making small, consistent changes in your diet can have a big impact on your leg health and your overall quality of life. And while it may take time to adjust, the benefits are worth it. So, take it one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll feel lighter, more energized, and ready to take on anything. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these tips help you take better care of your legs and feel your best every day. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share, feel free to leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful tips and insights. Here's to living a healthy, happy life, one step at a time.